So I got up at like 6 o'clock to catch the sunrise. Turns out we don't actually have a good view of it. Got a little time lapse in. We'll see how it comes out. But now I'm going back to bed because it is too early to be up. Alright, just got started on our day. It is currently 12:20. Very late start. It was just very windy all night at top of the Bald, and I just did not feel like getting up. And today's only going to be about a 5.8 mile day. Staying at a hostel. It's Stecoah or something like that. Stecoah Hostel. So it's going to be mostly downhill today. Feeling relatively good as a whole. Woke up, I stretched out. You know when you wake up in the morning and just like stretch your legs and like the full extension? My calf locked up so tight. So calf's a little tight right now, but besides that, feeling pretty good. So I'll show you the views as we go. May not be a whole lot today, but we'll show you around the hostel whenever we get there too, as long as they're cool with that. We're about 2.2 miles in to the day, about 3.6 or something like that left. Being picked up around 3:30. Hostel sounds like I have a diner right next to where I'm staying. That's exciting. About 1.5 miles out from the end of the day. Got one little small uphill, 4 large downhill, and then we'll be on our way to the hostel. Alright, so we made it down off the trail for the long descent. Past mile 150 at that point. Feels pretty good to do so. And had my first trail magic down here. Thanks to Bookie over here. It was a very nice experience. Had some cookies and a beer. And now we're just waiting for the hostel pickup actually. So we're gonna hang out here until then. Alright, so we made it to the hostel. I'm gonna show you around here. So first, this is the nice bathroom area. Have your own little bathroom actually. So this is a nice little amenity. Shower, got a king size bed, charging up all my stuff. It's actually later at night and the guy's sleeping over there, so I'm not going to talk out here, but you can see this area. Currently doing laundry. Yeah, it's got a nice little kitchen. Living room. Other bedroom was beyond the living room. But yeah, it's been a real nice spot here. Would definitely recommend it to anyone looking to take a pit stop in this area. Lonnie's also a really great guy. He was super nice, picked up at the Gap and drove me to the grocery store to get a little bit of resupply stuff. Right next to a diner, this location is, which is super nice. He has 2 locations. One's right next to the resupply spot and one's right next to the diner, so glad I got the diner one. Went there for dinner, had a double cheeseburger. That was real nice. So yeah, resting up tonight and then we'll get back at it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Alright, about to get back on the trail. It is day 22. Came from that way. Ronnie just dropped me back off. He's a super awesome guy. I liked both hostels I've stayed at this point, or all 3. But I think he was definitely the most accommodating to whatever you needed. So highly recommend it. Mile marker around 150. I think it's 150.6. yeah, check out his hostel. Currently climbing up what's known as Jacob's Ladder. It's about a 600-foot ascent of a span of like a half mile. So that's a work in progress. Just downloaded a book though that I may actually finish by the time the day is over. Wild at Heart. It's a book that I started reading like 3 years ago when I was on the world race and still never finished. So it's funny how I can go through all those times reading different parts of it and now listen to it on 2 times speed on audiobooks. It's about going to take, I think, like 4.5 hours maybe to finish. It's about as long as I'm hiking today, so it works out well. If you have any book suggestions, particularly one about like Christian journeys or faith that you'd recommend, hit me up in the comments. Comment what book you'd recommend and I would love to give it a listen. Bonus points if it's included with the Prime subscription. I just use my 1 credit for the month on this book. So yeah, otherwise appreciate you watching. We'll keep on hiking. Alright, so originally storms were potentially going to be coming in at around 7 or 8. It's currently 3, and about starting here shortly there's about a 70% chance of storms. So we're going to get off this mountain. I was going to take a longer break, but we're not going to do that. Got about 5 miles, 5.8 I think, to the shelter still. So it's going to take about 3 hours. So hopefully these storms don't show up, but if not, it'll be interesting. Alright, we are about a mile out. You see Cable Gap Shelter, 0.9. Been raining the whole time. Only a couple real strong thunders. I think that's what you would call it. So we just got to the shelter. It's over there. Maybe we'll see it through the woods. But I decided I'm gonna keep on going a little bit longer. Feeling pretty fresh. Makes tomorrow a little bit easier. And yeah, so don't really have a plan in mind or a goal. Looks like there's a couple camping opportunities along the way. So we'll just go until we get tired. Look at that sun. Yeah, I should have clarified before I left that last shelter. It stopped raining like less than half a mile before I got there. So now I'm enjoying just some nicer weather hiking. It's beautiful right now. Alright, made it to camp for the night. Set up my tent right here. It's right by a little creek. This will actually be the first time, I think this whole trail, 22nd day, that I've camped with no one else here. Unless someone else shows up, but it's 6:50, so it's 6:50, so that's unlikely. Almost fell in the water. Got bear hang all primed up. Of course that'll go up there, but clothes drying out. Water's over here working on boiling. About to have dinner soon. Pretty pumped. But yeah, today was a good day. I ended up getting over 10 miles in, which is something I did not expect. And feeling pretty good. Something's a little bit sore, but nothing too concerning. That's always a good sign. But we're gonna start the Smokies tomorrow. Hike down to Fontana Dam and hike the first probably 6 miles of the Smokies. So that'll be nice to finally make it. Yeah, I'll show that whenever we do that. This may be the last video for the night, but thanks for watching. And yeah, start Smokies tomorrow. All right.